stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but I'm a it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money? I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money? I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I
weather this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Number 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Touchdown, Packers!
Touchdown.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
This is similar to baseball, where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Down at the 31.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He does a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now they try the right side here. And some room to work. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Check, check, check. 51 the mic, 51 the mic. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 47-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
The pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Santos' kick is up and through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6.
Here's Gurley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brings up third and 3.
Ten 3-yard score after 1 here on EA Sports.
Packers 10, Falcons 3.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 months. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
That ties the game at 10. Sterling Hockrichter to kick off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. He'll buy some time right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Kick is good.
And his kick is good.
Score, Packers 17. Falcons 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Man up, D. Man up, D. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. It's our field. It's our field.
2nd and 11. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Jamal Agnew.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown,
Tyler Boyd. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
For the extra point.
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust. make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Hey, 50's the mic, 50's the mic.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And a Packer first down.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
10 at the 46-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown,
Devontae Adams. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
But this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Gurley again here on first down. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up
second down and 3. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
First and goal.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers continue to roll. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score, Packers 45, Falcons 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Again they run with Gurley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Hey, check. Mike 50.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Just shy of the goal line. A gain of 3 yards. Brings up 4th and goal.
They'll drop to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Rashawn Gary. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now a run with Dillon. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18.
Brought down at the 18.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Packers.
Green Bay.
Devontae Adams, 82 yards. And the Packers are pouring it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Cairo Santos lining up for the extra point.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
2nd and 16.
Throw here, hauled in. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
13.
Quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
In your face.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Packers' 49-yard line.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 42.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Now a handoff looking right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
I'm coming. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the run.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here is complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50. 60 Bobcats.
They'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28.
51's Mike. Mike's 51. Come on. You better bring it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Now, defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's second and inches at the 4-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to make things a bit more respectable. Koo able to connect on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Taken from just outside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
All day, just like that, just like that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that'll be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer.
Touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Packers 66, Falcons 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons claw one back.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Packers.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They go right back to Mack.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got one. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
1st down.
This one caught by Ridley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.